And now it's another trip to RamZs Toyland during the Christmas holiday season. Here's Corey Ramsey.
Not only do we have toys in this aisle, but we have sports cards, sports memorabilia, all kinds of things. But it's just such a great place to be able to find somebody for an adult or a kid for a Christmas gift. So you definitely need to swing in here to check this out. But we've been in this aisle before in different segments, but let's do a quick look over here.
Need an autograph ball?
I know,
plenty of
like,
them. Look at that.
I think we might have talked about this one before. It's one of my favorites. It's a Rockets ball from 98, 99. This is when they took all the retired guys and tried to make them into a team. So you've got Clyde Drexler, Akeem Olajuwon, Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, and I think Roddick Rhodes is on there, and a couple other guys that are recognizable. But how can you get that many great players on one ball? Like,
absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
but
look at that.
We've got all kinds of Joe Dumars. You've got Grant Hill, Carmelo Anthony. Over here, Peyton Manning, numbered out of 500 signing. This one here is the Big Ten champs Purdue from 1969 ball, signed by a ton of guys. So there's just all kinds of sports related. But as you look through, check out this next one. This is just like all kinds of stuff. This is Garbage Pail Kids. You've got Chucky, Tiffany, his bride, Pennywise there. There's a lighter that's got, just all kinds of, Pennywise is on there. You got Leatherface, just all kinds of Star Trek's the next aisle over here. You've got.
And all these things are for sale individually.
Individually, yeah. You don't have to buy them by the shelf. There's Spider-Man,
Look at that.
just all kinds of Legos. That's a Star Trek watch there.
Yeah.
But if you go to the next section, these two shelves, these cabinets are all Star Wars. So everything in there, like even check out that Boba Fett ornament. It's done out of glass there. But just all kinds of, we've got Funko Pops, we've got vintage Star Wars, we've got stuff that's in the 90s, still a little older, but not your 70s, 80s stuff. But if you look up, check this out. You've got Legos, you've got like ships, dioramas. There's just all kinds of, look at this this is the 12-inch Tauntaun and Han Solo. Isn't that crazy?
Beautiful.
And then talking about Chucky and Tiffany, look at that. That's a 1/1 scale from NECA. And I've got Chucky out in the other aisle here. But look at the ceiling. We've got ships from Star Wars. There's lunchboxes. There's a Pee Wee Herman lunchbox right here. There's G.I. Joe and Star Wars, Star Trek all over the ceiling. If you look at the back wall, there's all kinds of unopened action figures from everything. I've got stuff from Star Wars to starting lineup. Here's a Dracula in the front. And speaking of Walking Dead, there's a larger scale Walking Dead. Stranger Things, they just had the new episodes come out, and that's from that. There's Superman, G.I. Joes.
Is that a real Joe DiMaggio up there?
It is, with the Ted Williams also.
Holy
real autograph.
Smokes, man.
Yep. And then here's a larger scale Ted Williams that's autographed. I just got it underneath the Post-it note so it doesn't fade, but that's a large black and white
beautiful.
There. But yeah, look, we'll take a look quickly at the sports cards here. I've got regular packs, jumbo packs. I've got blasters, hangers, and mega boxes, but a lot of the stuff in there is I've got some vintage things, but most of it's like in the 2000s, and there's just unopened. That would be great stocking stuffers as well as the larger ones. Here's a Batman Funko Pop with a comic book cover in the back. But we've got all the mini Legos in here. We just got rows and rows of it. And then if you come this way, we've got a whole cabinet full of just all kinds of different action figures from different time frames. So if you know somebody's really into a certain character or they loved a series or something, between what I've got out here and I've got tubs behind the counter that aren't even out. Yeah. So if you go, hey, I really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I saw you have one in here, I might have 25, 30, 40 back in another tub. So just make sure you ask when you're in. We can definitely, really any place in our store, ask it. If you're not seeing it, we probably have it somewhere.
Yeah, and you can focus in on that, on the gift recipient, because make a list. What do they like? What's their thing? What's their passion? Yeah, I've had at least I was even in here on my day off yesterday, and I found for 3 different customers, I found stuff that they wanted. They said, they like this and this, and I found 2 or 3 examples, and they bought 1 or 2 of each. That's beautiful. So it's just, if you just ask for some help, we can definitely help you find things, and if you haven't already found them yourself. All right. Hey, all this is on Farabee Drive near the Eastside 10 Theater.
And we'll see you soon.